Hi guys, good evening. Just need a couple of minutes. I'm just sharing the link. Okay, come on, Telegram, come on, come on. All right, I'm all set. Hi, Vijay. Good evening. Hi, Abdul. Good evening. Fun dot excellent. Good to know. It helped you, Ahmed. Okay. Uh, so market is like it's in such a very tight range. It's like 10, 12 points here and there, and throughout the day, it just linger on. Now, question is, what do we expect? I think if we go back, uh, the monthly candle is setting up for a doji. If that happens, the last weekly candle was not a clean doji, but it was a red. So if we have a red close to this week, things might get really ugly from here on. Otherwise, the market is in a very tight range. There are some stock specific moves which happen throughout the day, and those moves can be traded. But in my opinion, we should not be trading this market at all. We should be just watching it, waiting for it, and wait for that move up or down. Otherwise, we are going to end up making losses because this market is testing our patience to extreme. All right. And when the patience is getting tested, most of the time we are on the losing end. So I would simply say that better to watch for the breakout or breakdown than trading these in between moves. Because if we have to trade, we need to save our capital. This market is eating capital in and out every single time. So tomorrow we have big numbers, Microsoft and Google after the hours, UPS in the morning. I think GM, Intel also. So most likely there will be certain moves which will come in the market, but they will be more than stock specific. Like today, when Microsoft was down, Apple came into the support. So when Microsoft started to move back up, then Amazon gave up. So it was kind of index was managed, and it becomes really difficult for somebody who is not in the front of the screen every single minute to trade. So I would encourage, if you want to avoid this market unless it breaks out, breaks down, that will be a really good choice. Hi Srini, hi Mishi, hi Kamal, hi Vivek, Nilesh, Shrikant, Viren. Hi guys. Good evening to all of you. Seems like my mouse on my MacBook is stuck. It needs the charging. Okay, 1 second. Let me just change the quality of my video. Yes. All right. So I'll start with some scans, and let me also see on Haikinishi, because this is the daily Haikinishi which I have, and the 12 and 34 on the 30 minutes. So as of now, if I look at the main tickers, right, this is 12 and 34 and 30 minutes. This is daily Haikinishi. This is 15-minute high Kenichi. This is 30-minute high Kenichi. So I'm looking at the flat bases or flat tops. If they are flat tops, then they are blue. They are red, and you will see a negative count. If they are flat bases, then they are blue with their count. So it shows some strength. So today we had Amazon, and Amazon still has 3 counts. So the momentum is up. If you look at ES, it's flat. So there's some wick. On Nasdaq, it's a flat top. So this is clear. I'll just use this information when I'm going to do analysis, but let's do the scans first. Any bullish pattern in the last 20 days from these setups on daily candles? None. This is bullish. Let's try bearish. We'll have inside day. I'll increase it to 20. So we have bank, JPM, bank. ES is there, gold is there, target is there. So none there. I'm going to extend this to inside double days. It's ITSI, Nasdaq, and ES. If I go to for 4 days, I'm just expanding it. So it's Netflix, Shop, Nvidia. So inside 4 days on inside 4 day. Snow, Nvidia, and the Netflix. Inside 4 day. Inside 2 day was NQ and ES inside 2 days. So we are coiling really, really hard. And whenever that happens, the end result is really big. But for now, the current situation is killing us. So again, I would recommend not to trade unless we break out of this zone. Okay. Hi, Chirag. Hi, Mishi. Hi, Manu. Hi, Kunal. Thank you, guys. Thank you for joining a little late. And I'm sorry because today's my son's birthday, so we were out for dinner. So I got a little late. Okay, so let's start with ES. So ES, as I saw, we had inside 2 days. If I make a candle, let me add a 2-day candle. So it's inside 2-day candle. Right there, we are inside 2 days. And if I'm just increasing the time frame because 1-day candles are giving me a little different or unclear direction. So if the smaller time frame is not giving a clear direction, try to move up. So from 1 day, I'm moving to 2 days. You can also try 4 day as well. So if you don't know how to do it, let me just give 1 second here and show you. You go here. These are the time frames which are available. You can add to a customized list. You can add time frame. Okay. You can add a 5-year for 2 days. Add this. You can also add, we have month. You can get 5 years for a month. Add. Yeah. You can also do 5 years for 4 days and add. Apply. So once you do that, you will find them in your favorites here. So if 1-day candles, like if I go to 1-day candle for 5 years, this is what I get. I'm still holding 12 EMA to the point I'm holding this. Let me just increase the size so that you can all see it clearly. Yes. So I'm still holding this green line, which is my 12 EMA. And this is the long-term regression channel, which is currently supported by the index. It is well managed here. It is not breaking. The moment it will break down, we will have concerns. So as of now, it's holding. So I will not worry about this, but there's so many dodgy candles here. So I'm just increasing the time duration to, let's say, 4 days, just to see what's happening here. I'm not using weekly for a reason, because weekly candle gives you a different perspective. Now, if we look this is making a M pattern. The moment we lose that 40-70 area, we have the potential to come down to 39. And if you see from here, this could be a potential head and shoulder as well. This could be an M pattern in making. So right now we have shoulder 1, we have head, shoulder 2 is in making, or we call this as M pattern because M is right there. Now the only concern is this long-term trend line. Till the moment this long-term trend line is holding, we are good. The moment we lose it, things can get really, really bad. Okay. So if you clearly focus here, even on the 4-day candle, the 4-day candle is holding this long-term trend line. This broke out when 38.2 Fibonacci was broken, and since then it's stuck between 30 and 23. It's not able to breach and close about 23, which is 4170 area. Like people started to talk about 4170 now, but we had 4170 for almost 3-4 months. So let's see from a level point of view where we can. So again, today we made a little, I'll also add volume here just for today. I want to add futures and volume. And I want to show, look at the volume here. This volume is 1.2 million. Friday was 1.5, 1.7. And when we had good moves, we are about 3.5, 3 million. If you go on a longer term trajectory, we are well below an average. I would say we are about 70% of an average volume on ES. So it shows that everybody who is interested to trade is on the backseat. They are not trading. So I would recommend you just to wait to see what's happening. Because even from a DMI point of view, it's neutral. It's not giving me a very clear direction. Look at the DMI. I'm spending more time on ES for a reason. Look at the DMI. All are neutral. 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day, week, month. All of them are neutral. It shows that market is not at all ready to define its direction. We are just sloping, and the moment we lose this, things can get bad. So, and things can get better once we cross 40-70. So again, from a level point of view, and now the 12 EMA has moved up to 4149. Again, the bias is neutral. Stop loss is today's low of 4133. So I will say 4130 now. It has been tested multiple times, like it was 4147, then 4140, now 4135, now it's 4130. That's a good stop loss on the long side. Buy near 4145 to, I would say 4140-245. If it comes in this range, try to buy. Market is 50-50, it's not moving at all. And again, if it breaks 3133, makes a new long, come back above 4140, go long. This thing is working for last few days. Fake breakdown. As of now, we do not have an actual breakdown. We make a newer low, and then we bounce. So keep an eye on this thing, 4140. And that's where I'm neutral. You find it, we're going to have this. Now, on the short side, again, I will not short unless we lose 4130. If we lose 4130, I am all in. My 12 EMA, my 34 EMA is 4100 now. So 4101. So I have 30 and 30, 60 points if I lose this area, 4130. So 50-50 for ES. I could say that there's a little more bias towards the short side, but the actual short will only occur if we break 4130. NQ. And one more thing, let me go to, see on the ES, the daily high Kenichi is now neither flat top, neither flat bottom. So if I convert this into doji, into high Kenichi candles, so this is the current candle. It's not flat on the top, not flat on the bottom. So it's making indecision. So it's 50-50. Let's go to NQ. NQ, you will see that we have a flat top now. We have lost the 12 EMA and we have flat top. And flat top is making, like, if you see from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 candles, we have made lower lows, lower highs. This shows that it is weakening. 13,017 is something which is holding this up. Now, if we lose 13,017 on the closing basis, and closing basis is really important. Intraday, you might get a dip, but on the closing basis, if we lose this area, that will be really, really bad. And tomorrow, with Microsoft and Google's earning, this can really change. Right now, the DMI is getting weaker. The negative strength is there, but the negative momentum is there, but there's not strength. Vivek, because of debt ceiling, I don't know about debt ceiling, Vivek. I think that's something which is far more at a later period than now. So, no. Chirag, thank you very much. Hi, Raj. So from NQ level, again, I would only go long about 13,100. Go long about 13,100. This is my stop loss. Targets are this. Same and same. 40-60 is this. Again, if it breaks below 13,000, come back above 1330, try long. Same logic on the downside, loss of 12 EMA and flat top on high Kenichi. On HA daily. So the levels are 12,925 and this one is 12,800. 12,925, 12,800, yes. So NQ levels are intact, no changes whatsoever. Triple Q. Triple Q is making dodgy, and it's again not able to breach 12 EMA, and 12 EMA is creating a pain. Let's look out for triple Q, high Kenichi. It's also making dodgies. So if I convert this into high Kenichi, there is a wick on the top, wick at the bottom. So it's unclear. So again, a 50-50% probability. We need to go long about 1363, 1650. 1675. Stop loss is 316. The level on the upside is same. On the downside, we lose 315.50. See, the range is getting so tighter that 316, 313, yeah, 311.35. That's about triple Q. Again, 40 to 60% on triple Q, 50-50 on ES. Apple. Apple today started one time to go below 164, but then bounced back and managed to close above the 34 for above the 12 EMA. So for now, it provides that support. But I think if Microsoft kind of gives up, Apple will be the next. So keep an eye on Apple till the moment it's holding 164.50 area. I would not short this, but I'm neutralizing it. Sell below 164.75. Targets are this, and sell can happen on Heikin Nishi. Let me just check on daily on Apple. It's a flat top. I'm just validating it so that you can understand the trend. It's a first flat top. So the bearish possibility is really high. So my short is 60%. Sell can be aggressive. Flat top on daily. I'm adding this in all my comments so that once you read it, you will have a clarity that there's a flat top on Heikin Nishi. It means that the trend is negative. It's better to sell on rise than to buy. If you have to buy, try to buy above 166.25. And stop loss, I'll reduce it to 165. These are two possible targets. Again, sell can be aggressive. It's setting up for a potential evening star, flat top on daily. All these things give me a negative sign. So short is higher with 60%. AMD. AMD, I mentioned yesterday that if there's a dip between 86, 87, it almost came to that 61.8 Fibonacci area. You see right here. It came here and it's holding the flat top on its own. So I still want it to test 86 and bounce. If it doesn't, things will get bad. But I do not want to enter here at 87.50. If it comes near 86.50 to 87, I would take a chance. Like today, it came to 86.35 and then bounced from there, almost $1. So tomorrow, AMD is neutral. I want to buy the dip. I'm reducing this dip to 86.25 to 86.75. If it comes in this range, only then I'm going to buy this. And it also has a flat top on daily. So flat top means negative momentum. That's why I'm not buying it upfront. I'm waiting for it to come down to that Fibonacci level, do a back test of 61.8. And back test can be really, really good. Amazon. So last time we talked about Amazon to cross that 109 area. Today that 109 area acted as a pain point. You look right here, we had that red line and it failed. The momentum in Amazon is still, I would say, neutral. It's not bullish, but if you look closely here on the DMI is dying down. The negative momentum is dying down. Now, the only thing which can happen on a positive note is if it can hold this area, today's low, then it can do a back test of the previous highs. Today is a bearish candle. It totally covered the previous day's candle. So it's a bearish engulfing candle. So I really, really want it to come down to 105 area where it can actually test like today's low, That will be my area to add Amazon. I'm not adding it upfront. So buy in the dip towards 105. And my stop loss will be my 12 EMA of 103.35. So it's a bearish engulfing, not bullish engulfing anymore. It's a bearish engulfing on daily. And in terms of high Kenichi, let's check that. It is flat base. So the momentum is positive, so we are trying to buy. So it flat base on HA daily. All right. BA. BA is a flat top negative. Let's make a note of that. Flat top on HA daily. And where I'm writing flat top, meaning you need to sell that. Like sells will be really fine. Now, BA in terms of levels, it is trying to hold at 203, 204 area. This is the area where it found the resistance previously, like the candle were closing right there. And we had a close, it did the close today right there. So I think this is about 203.50. If it holds, possibility of 207 is before the earnings. 207, 211. The loss of 203.50 will be bad for BA. So let's make things clear for BA. So BA, I would say now 203 will be bad. 203.50 will be bad. Sell below 203.50. Because now we have flat top. I'm removing this. Sell below 203. It's a evening star, flat top, so possibilities are higher. Buy 204.05. And possible moves towards 207.50, which is the 12 EMA. 207.50 to 12 to 18.9. Yep, I mentioned BA has a flat top. That's why if it loses 3 or 2 or 3.5, I'll be selling it. And as a disclaimer, I added BA calls at end of the day. Coin did really good today. We were short. It almost came to that 53.80 area. That was our target. Coin came to 53.75. I think day low was 54. So this is an important area. If we lose this, it can get really bad. It can come down all the way to 40, 45 area. So I would only sell now in coin because it has achieved its target. There were continuous flat tops here. Today it had a massive sell-off. So now I would try one long here. Why? Because this has provided support in the past. So I'm going to try long on coin, but I'm making a neutral. 53.75 is my stop loss. And again, continue sell if 53.75 breaks for 45. Buy near 54.25. Target is 56.60. And 59 or 60. I'm just trying a bounce play here. It's not like very good setup in coin, but if it breaks below 53.75, just keep on selling it for 45. We'll achieve 45 here. It also has a flat top on daily. Like if you look at the sheet, coin, it has 4 HA top, flat top. So 4 HA, 4 flat tops on HA daily. That's like one flat top, you're fine to short. 4 flat top, it's time to cool off. Costco was the setup for the day. If you see, Costco is one which is setting up really good. 1234 is up, 30-minute HA is up, daily HA is up. So Costco is one of the setups for tomorrow. And same for Walmart. If market has to go up, Costco, Walmart will play a really, really important role. It has 2 flat base on HA daily, breaking the trend triangle, which we discussed yesterday. I'll show you just one more time in Costco. So we are about to break that triangle. Once we break above 1250, I think we are ready. So Costco is positive. My stop loss now is today's low, about 505, 506. It's a bullish candle, bull engulfing. 505 is a stop loss. Buy near, if you can say 5.8 to 5.10. Target is 521, 517 or 521, 517, 521. I'm going to mark this in blue. So Costco is my one good setup for tomorrow. ITSI is doing inside day, inside week, inside everything. It's congested really tight. But one thing which is interesting is that if you look at like 4-day candle here on ITSI, we from the top at the bottom, we are dodgy. We are not going below this 99 number. Okay. And when you fall from the top and start to make dodgy, it shows that there is a reversal coming. The moment we take over the 12 EMA on daily, we are ready. Right now it's a 4-day candle, but if you look at 1-day candle, we are right there. Every day it tries to break above the 12 EMA. It tries and it fails. So now 12 EMA has cooled off 103.17. So I'll keep 103.25. This is inside day, inside week, inside 2-day. It's really good setup on ITSI. If there's a positive news, ITSI will be the first one to run. Google managed to hold 105.60 area, managed to hold on to 12 EMA, had a bullish engulfing. So Google had inside day on daily, bull engulf. It's holding the 12 EMA, back tested 12 EMA. So I was in the position for Google during the day, and I entered, it came to 106.65 and reversed. So this equation looks fine to me. I'm not going to change anything on Google. We are out there at 105.60. We are holding this area. So if you're holding this area, then it's good in terms of high Kenichi. There's nothing here. So not flat top, not flat base. But it's setting for a morning star. So I'm a little inclined positive on Google. Meta. Uh, Meta now, after like having 3 candles back to back red under the 12 EMA, it's showing the signs of cooling off drastically. It's not able to breach that 12 EMA, 214 area. It goes down to 210, 211, and then finding the sellers into that zone. So I am not inclined to short this unless it breaches 211 now. Neither I'm inclined to go long unless it breaches 214, 215. So I will neutralize it. Go long above 215. With Google's number, I think Meta will move tomorrow. So as I'm inclined positive on Google, so if Google posts positive numbers, Meta can do a run for 220, 218, and then 227, 232. So go long for 218.65, 227, 232. So this is green. So yesterday I was short on Meta, but not today because it depends on Google's number. So I'm reducing it to neutral. Microsoft was a good shot yesterday from 286. It tested and it closed, making a dodgy right there. Now, when we have a dodgy like this and we do a back test, like from 291, we almost see 278, which was our 34 EMA. It bounced right from there. Till the moment is holding 280, we are good, we can bounce. If it loses 280, I think there's a very high potential we can come back to 260 area on Microsoft. So tomorrow we have earnings from Microsoft. So I'm going to add 2 rows for Microsoft. One is neutral, other one is short. Stop loss is, I'll simply copy this first. And let's also check the Heikinishi piece of it. Heikinishi is telling you to 2 candles, 2 flat tops. So let's write down the reason. We have 2 flat tops on HA daily. That's positive. Lost 12 EMA, that is negative. Here, positive piece is back tested 34 EMA and bounced. So now this should be green and the next one should be red. Now, in this case, we should sell below 280, sell below 278, which is 34 EMA, 278.25. Stop loss is 280.35. Let's make it 5. Target 273, 266, 273, 266, 259.8. This is 60% short on Microsoft. If we have to go long by near 281, 282, same stop loss 280.5. It needs to breach 291.8 to do any meaningful move. If it does that, it can easily test 304. So 4060. Now, from a revenue point of view, I don't expect Azure to do really good in the revenue. I don't know what they're going to talk about AI. What is the impact of AI in their services, in their uh, like tools which they offer to their clients? So that will be something really, really interesting. So keep an eye on Microsoft. There's a potential to go down as well as high, because Microsoft has rallied even after its bad number from the last quarter, almost 20% up. Now, with that in mind, if there's nothing concrete coming out from the AI and they're saying that they're still in the investing stage in the AI, market may not like it. And we have those targets right in front of us. If market doesn't like it, there's a very good potential for Microsoft to go down. Same thing with Google. If Google works out, it can easily hit, like, I'll add more targets here in Google. Come on. Again, I will update intraday. If we break 61, we could actually hit 115. So once we break Google, we can hit on the downside. Once we lose this, like, I don't expect Google to do that nasty thing, but if we lose it, we will come down to 97. I'm positive on Microsoft. I'm negative. No, I'm negative on Microsoft, positive on Google. So 60-40 is my ratio. Netflix. Netflix today started really good in the morning. It has a flat base now. The momentum is building up in Netflix. It tried to backtest both 12 and 34, which is really good. So Netflix is positive, back tested 12 and 34 EMA. Also a flat base on HA daily. So positive. Now from a level point of view, it almost tested 334, which we talked yesterday. So now stop loss is in the 12 EMA 329, and we should go long about 331. So if again, if it dips, that's a different story. But if it doesn't dip, try a long around 331. I would say 331.50, 334, 348. If we are already above 331, make 329 as your stop loss. So buy the dip towards 325, 327. If you get it, 325 is your stop loss. Very well defined stop loss. So Netflix is good positive. Nvidia, I really don't know what to do with this stock. It's holding, and holding. But finally, you see the momentum is draining out. The DMI is still positive because it's still about like 25 on both green momentum and the trend. So I will not short it unless it loses 269. I will only go positive about 272 to 73. I'll try to sell this again on rise if it comes there. Like today in the morning, it came into that region. But now my stop loss is confined because it's making a lower low. From a Heikin-Ishi point of view, there's not a flat top, flat base. So not conclusive. So I'm reducing it to neutral. Buy above 274 now. 274 is the stop loss. This is the target. Shopify. Shopify today back tested the 12 EMA perfectly, 247.50, which is good. So I would wait for 47.50 again for Shopify. Just keep my stop loss there. So I'm still positive on Shopify. If Amazon is about to make good numbers, Shopify, Etsy, both will gain from it. So nothing changes in Shopify. Buy near 48, it closed right there at 48. Snow. Snow is consolidating really well. Again, somehow manages to close above this 23.6 Fibonacci for almost like 15 days back to back. It's holding this area. It's not going up, not going down. And if you look at the normal candles right there, it's somehow managing to close above 142. So I would take a risk on snow. I'll just neutral it. I'll just keep the stop loss of today's low, which is 141. Buy buy above 142.50. Targets are right there, 150 or 54. It's consolidating really, really well. So any positive momentum in the market, Snow, Shopify, Etsy, they are good setups along with Costco. Last one, everyone's hot favorite, Tesla. So today Tesla came into 163, made 160. I think I'll still keep these levels intact. There's nothing which has changed on Tesla at all. It's holding this 161 area too much. I think I would still short it. I really want it to fill the gap on the downside. This gap needs to be filled. The gap starts at 154.70. So 154.70, 155 needs to be tested. Otherwise, it's an island top. All right, guys. I am pretty much done with my thingy. If you want to join the Zoom call, I'm sharing my link. Please join in. And if you have any questions, more than welcome to answer it. But please speak, please share. I'm going to wait for IWM. Okay. IWM is still consolidating between. You look at this range. Look at this bloody range. It's consolidating between 12 and 34. It needs to break out or break down. I think it's waiting for something. And I really don't know when it is going to happen. See, I have never seen, I've been trading for almost 20 years now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 candles in a small, tight range is abnormal, exceptional. I really don't know what to do here. Either it needs to bring, like somehow every day it manages to close in between 12 and 34. Krishnan, plug. Why you want to trade plug? Just because it rallied 2%? It's not a trade to stock to trade at all. It has rallied almost like 10% from last 3 days. If you want to try, you can try a long, but I would recommend long only above 950. I will not do a long right now. That Mr. Nilesh. Come on, man. You can speak.
Okay, Neville, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, let me share. Can I share my screen? It says...
Yes, you can. I need to stop sharing and you can share.
Okay. Okay, hopefully you could see my screen now. What I wanted to share was JP Morgan. And what I wanted to kind of get your thoughts on was, what did you think about JPM? When I look at the Heiken Nishi here,
it's confusing.
It looks like it was
bull
going
flag.
up.
It's a bull flag, but like FRC's number, which came after hours, I don't know what kind of impact. Because JP Morgan put in like $5 billion into it.
Yes. Yeah.
So let's wait for tomorrow. because those numbers were not like there's something wrong. That stock is down 27%. I added those stocks in the after hours and I got burned. So
Okay.
I would recommend to wait until like
Okay. Do you
tomorrow.
think, okay, do you think depending on, let's say what happens tomorrow, if it does go down below 136, do you think it'll try
I
to
don't think so
fill
it's
this gap?
coming down. It's not coming down.
It's not coming down, you think? Okay.
Yes, because the 12 EMA, you see, has gone up to 137 now,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
So it will provide support. And if it provides support, it's going to hold on to that gap.
Okay. Okay. So if say for example, if tomorrow if things are okay and if I do see another flat base on the uptrend, then would it try to fill this gap here?
I think you would try to go above the high of fifth candle from today.
Okay.
So 142 something. If it goes 142 something,
Uh-huh.
you can test 143, 145.
Okay. Got it.
It's a bull flag. If you can clearly see, it's
Yeah.
setting up for there.
Yeah. I kind of see that it's going up and it's trying to create
And
a bull flag.
Heiken gives you much clarity on that bull flag as compared to normal candles.
Okay. All right. Got it. Okay. Thank you, Navaldeep.
And that's the only one you want to talk.
Today, that's the only one. I'm waiting for tomorrow. I'm nervous about getting into the market right now, so I'm sitting on
Well,
the sidelines.
it's fine because when we are not sure, we should take a seat back. That's fine.
Yeah,
All days are not supposed to be traded.
yeah. Majority of the time, I'm trading ES and NQ, but right now, today, I didn't trade anything, and tomorrow I'll probably just watch as well. So it's it's range bound, so it's really not that exciting right now. So
Yes, absolutely.
okay. Thanks, Mike.
No problems. Can you stop sharing?
Yeah, I did. Mhm.
Thank you. We have Sunny.
Hi.
Hi.
Um, Thank you for having me. I noticed there's a lot of bullish activity in Berkshire Hathaway B.
Uh, Let me just check on Black Box. 1 second. Okay, I'm to share my screen. Give me 1 second. Give me the code. Can you give me the ticker code, please?
Sorry, I muted myself. I didn't know you had to unmute me. It's B R
Sorry. Sorry.
BRK dot B.
BRK.B.
B. Yeah.
I don't see any bullish activity whatsoever. There's one dark pool that's about 55 million. That's it.
Oh, I mean, it's been going up a lot. I thought it was gonna hit new 52 weeks high soon
Because
when they report earnings.
the biggest portion of this is Apple and JPM. They are going up, so it will go up.
Say it again.
The biggest component in Berkshire is Apple and JPM, Bank of America. If they go up, this will go up.
Oh, I see. I see. I also was looking at Duolingo because a lot of people are using learning languages, and since the beginning of the year, it's been going up a lot. The ticker symbol is DUO.
Again, there's nothing as such in them. There's nothing, neither any dark pool, neither any option.
Oh,
Nothing in them.
interesting.
I don't know where you are checking this.
I don't have BlackRock subscription. Maybe I should get it. I joined Sleek Options.
See, from a technical point of view, Duolingo is doing good. It's a little stretched for now, for sure. I would not take a long position at this time. I would try to long this at around 130.
Oh, do you think it might come back down?
It needs to cool off.
They have earnings coming up soon. I thought it was going to keep running up into earnings. Outperform.
I don't know about, because this company I hardly ever heard about it. I just know that it exists. Not traded. The earnings are 2 weeks away, and I think there's ample time for it to cool off.
Okay.
And if you see the screen, last time as well, it cooled off right before the earnings.
Mm.
It was going up one direction, then cooled off. Now it tested the 12 EMA back to back. Right now it's consolidating really well. The moment it will lose 138, there's a potential for 130 to be tested.
I
So
see.
if you want to try long, keep 138 as the stop loss. But a good trade would be around 130.
Interesting. I bet if you ask your family or friends about Duolingo, you're going to be surprised a lot of people are using it now.
I know that this application exists, but I really don't know when people are using it. So it's running high, so it means that it's getting good revenue for sure. But these things, they don't have a life. They run one time in their life, and that's about it.
Yeah, I know, like Zoom.
Yes.
But it's on the growth stage. You know how companies go through different stages before valuation. Maybe it's still on the cycle after
Again,
the
as I said,
IPO.
I have not done research on this company at all, so I may not be the right person to give you that kind of suggestion. But I can give you the technical point of view. Technically, it says should test 130.
Consolidating.
It's
Yeah, I see it.
consolidating, and if it loses 130, it's going to come down really hard. If it loses 130, you may be ready to see 80 in just span of few days.
Can I ask you another symbol, or
Yeah, go ahead.
don't have a limit? I took a bullish position on Fastly. Ticker
Fastly,
symbol
that's
FSLY.
I know this is a bullshit company. This is a bullshit company. Why are you stucking yourself into this?
Okay, I'll get out tomorrow.
I've seen this company to be like, when it was 100, I told people it is a single digit company. It almost came there.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a company to invest. These companies went up in COVID era because of the free money. These companies were running on a PE of more than 300, 400, which practically is impractical.
Yeah, and the special IPO, I forgot the name of it, the term, but it's
SPAC.
a different type of IPO that
SPAC.
Oh yeah, SPACs, yeah, exactly.
So it was just the free money which was floating around. Now there's liquidity crunch. These companies, see, IWM is crunched in a very tight state. So it's very hard for these companies to do any good. So I'll just avoid them.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, if you enter them for a momentum, you need to be very clear, because these companies will bounce. They'll bounce from 7 to 20, and next time they will be like 4 or 3.
Yeah, I know. That's what I did it for a momentum play. Another one I took a straddle or a strangle on Alaskan Airlines, ALK.
Like tomorrow we have American Airlines, I think tomorrow Wednesday. So
it's gonna be like a sympathy.
Yes,
yeah, but I took a straddle, so I thought it was gonna make a big move in in either direction. I bought like 45 call for May and 42.50 put.
I don't know. Airlines are not giving that kind of move they're supposed to. Even if they're posting really good profit, really good guidance, they're not moving. So if you have to take straddle, better to go for Microsoft.
Microsoft, okay.
Yes.
Let's see what else I did.
The
I went long on Tesla today. I thought it might
not a good choice.
it
Not a
might
good choice.
stretch to maybe 165.
Even if it
before-
goes up, your option value will not go up.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Okay, I need to fix my whole portfolio tomorrow.
Just think about before you enter. Just spend
Okay.
2 minutes before you enter. All right?
I appreciate you talking to me.
No problem, son. Yes, Sonu.
Hello, Naval Bhai. How are you?
I'm good.
I am sorry today I got late for the class. Okay. Two quick questions. One is this DMI, I've been finding it very useful. Could you please share the 1 day, 2 day, and the script which shows the weekly, monthly?
I will do that. I'm like still testing it. It's not 100%. That's why I'm not sharing it.
Okay, fair enough. Then that's fine. But this is pretty cool. It visually gives an idea. And secondly, I did the stupid thing with First Republic. I bought it at 16. So
Don't tell me, I also have it. So we'll see.
we have been exchanging messages on the group. But my question is that do you expect it to hit the entire financial sector? Or
It's tomorrow at 8:30, we need to see. I really don't know. That's why when somebody was asking about JPM, I think Nilesh was, I told him we need to see tomorrow what's happened with the financial sector.
Okay, so just a request will be whatever you do for the FRC, please do share, because I am out of my depth. I thought it cannot go so low. It was it's a reasonably big bank in Silicon Valley at least. And so I'll just follow you because it's I'm out of my depth here. What to do for FRC?
No problem. So we'll see what happens tomorrow.
Yeah, but whatever you do, just guide. Okay. Thank you, brother.
No problems. Lockheed Martin, that's the last one, and then I'll just call it a night. Because I have to get up early in the morning. It's almost 11:30 for me. LMT, it is losing 12 and 34 both. And if it loses 476, I don't know who was asking. Look, Ashish, if it loses 476, it can, like, the real downward movement will start below 470. 476 is the first trigger. 470 is the big trigger for going short on LMT. Thank you, Missy. Thank you, Viren. Hi, Sandra. RELY. See, it's not the commitment. I have a habit of doing it. So it's a discipline. If you follow the discipline, you don't feel exhausted. Remitly, it's going on and on and on and on and on because the dollar is getting good. From a trading point of view, I think it's making like dodges at the top, which is not really good. So if you're long, keep 1750 as your stop loss. If you lose 1750, that's bad. All right, guys. Thank you. Oh, moment.
Can I ask one more question? How can I join your Telegram?
You can go to my profile. Let me show you. Like everybody who is here, they can join my Telegram. It's pinned on my profile.
It's pinned
It's
on
right
your
there.
profile. Okay. I'll look for it on Twitter.
There's a channel and there's a chat group. Okay.
Thank you very much. Have a good night.
Good night. Let me finish Zoom. See, movement 1-2% move in Zoom. Just ignore this. It not able to cross that 12 EMA. Even after this big move, it tried to break it, not happened. Let's see what happens tomorrow. If we see a black green candle, if it breaks above 67, only then try along on Zoom. Otherwise, just avoid this. All right, guys. Thank you very much for joining in, and I'll see you tomorrow after Microsoft and Google. Let's see what they do. Alrighty. If you made losses, don't worry, we'll cover them. If you make gains, try to cash them out. buy some things for yourself or your family.